No.
All right, gang. So we're live here, World of Harthron, here on YouTube, and we are doing the Gannor Empire. This is our second session here, and from where we left off, and it's been like a month since we played last, I think, and where we left off is the group was actually getting on a warship heading to Mandor to deal with an overwhelming amount of banditry that is going on, which is affecting the Gannor Empire's trade line. And so part of a company that's in the Legion that was in Star Moon was ordered to jump on a ship, head around the coast and head towards Mandor and support the general that is there in landfill. So the group, really in a sense for the sea voyage, it's pretty uneventful. Just a long time on a ship, and especially for a wolf, that's on the ship as well. No, or panther. Sorry, not wolf, panther. And but the group arrives at the landfill, and landfill is a pretty big city. It's in the southern coast of Mandor, and it's a port city. As you guys arrive, for the majority of the population, as you guys are unboarding the ship and heading towards the barracks of the Empire here, see the majority of the population here is human, but there's still a strong humanoid minority that seems to be around. There's some dwarves, halflings, some half elves, and elves, but there is what you'll see is more actual humanoids, where you'll see some orcs and goblins, and they seem to be part of the militia, like here in the city, and they've taken up watch. Now you guys will settle in with your champion, your boss, who is Legodra, which is Dragonborn, if you guys don't remember him.
Oh, is that the same guy?
Yep. So he came with you, Centurion. He's a Centurion in charge of you, and he's gonna come back and say that you have your first orders for your group to head out, and what we'd like you to do is actually go up the river here, and just so kind of understand what's going on here, the lay of the land. As I the map here, so he'll tell you on the east side of the river, there is banditry going on over there. However, the kingdom of Athelrod seems to be dealing with that, and we are going to be more set on the western side. That's our job here. Our company's job is to kind of support the western side of what's going on here. The plan is for you guys to go up the Iron Road and head up about 4 days up on the road. There is a small town, or a village really, that we haven't heard from in some time. It's called Nightstone. And Nightstone.
Night as in nighttime, or
yeah, night as in nighttime. Nightstone. We haven't heard from the High Steward there that's in charge, Lady Velarosa Nander. And she is Gannorian noble. And we haven't heard from her in a few days. We haven't had any We haven't had any boats come down with any supplies. We haven't had any runners come down. And with the banditry up there, and from what we understand, there's some goblins running amok as well. And so we want your group to go up there and investigate and see what you can find out of what's going on with the bandits. And is Nightstone okay?
What's the name of our centurion again, the dragon?
Legadra.
How do you spell that?
It is spelled Legdra.
Thanks. Legata.
Yep, Legadra.
Go ahead, thank you. Are we going east towards the Azeroth Kingdom or north up towards New Imperium?
You're going to be going north, actually, towards the city of Hoagland. So you're going to be on the western bank of the Mandor River and follow the Iron Road.
Okay. But we don't go all the way to right?
No, you just go up to this village called Nightstone. It's along the river.
Is it actually on the river? Is it a fort?
It is a fort. It is a small village fort. It's actually on the river. The boats go around it. It's actually a moat. It's a village that's actually a moat on the river itself.
Where did we land?
You landed in a city called Landfall.
What's the biggest Gannorian settlement?
That would be the city of Hoagland, which is north.
Right.
How long should it take us without any misadventure to get to Nightstone by foot?
Should take you 3 days.
And it's on the Mandor River?
Yep, it's right along the Mandor River. You can take the Iron Road and just head up the river heading north, and you'll run right into it.
Is it better to take a ship or to walk?
We'd probably want you to walk, just in the case, we want to see if you guys also run into any bandits.
Okay. Is the Gaints going with us or staying in Landfall?
I'm gonna stay in Landfall at this time. He says that I will stay here and kind of get more lay of the land as we're just kind of arriving. But they the current governor here has already heard about you from our governor, and so he figures you guys have dealt with bandits and you've dealt with goblin bandits, and so what better group to send out?
All right. Anyone need any provisions? And Landfall here before we go?
Nothing in particular, probably just rations and things like that. I don't think we need anything special for dealing with bandits particularly. Don't need any specific weaponry. No, I don't think so. I think just food, and other than that, yeah, just fresh food and water, and then that's it. And get a mule maybe, and that's it. You know.
I still got Pug with me. I insisted on taking him even though I crapped all over the deck. Understand? So we got Pug.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll buy a horse or something. Let me see how much money this guy even has. Oh, there it is. How expensive is it to buy a horse, like a war horse?
Whatever the going price is in the book is going to be the cost. Really signal look at that.
What kind of shops are at Landfall? Just for the future.
Yeah,
Like, do they have like war horse or just riding horse?
Draft horse is 50.
What's the difference between a riding horse and a draft horse?
I think the draft horse is what pulls wagons and stuff like that, versus the riding horse.
Yeah, they just move 40. Riding horse is 60.
Are those the only two types of horses?
And there's a war horse.
How?
400.
Oof. Me too poor.
It's-
I will say.
It's not for a war horse, I need a loan.
yeah.
What's that?
If you got enough for a war horse, I need a loan.
Yeah, I don't have enough yet for that. I have to save up. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty metropolis city actually. It's actually a rather large city, not as big as Star Moon, but as you guys start maybe heading out of the city from the barracks, probably you think roughly the populace is probably about 25,000 people. So
How many get a horse?
yeah, it's a pretty big city. What was that?
How many get a horse?
Okay.
Riding horse.
Yep, no problem. And yeah, so rather big. Lots of farms as you guys start heading out as well. You'll go through a vineyard, of course. That's a very popular thing, of course, with the Empire.
Grapes and olives.
Yeah, grapes and olives, which this land seems very plentiful.
Maddox is right at home.
Yeah, and even Legra will say, to your west, you'll be in the new Gannor territory, going up towards the city of Hoagland, going to Nightstone. To your west are the elves. There's some woods to your west. High population of wood elves live there.
We don't like elves, do we? Gannor doesn't.
They've had their issues with them.
Of course you like elves. I'm here with you.
The Empire, the Gannorians themselves, yes, they've had plenty of issues with elves in the past, and different, just not necessarily that much in the Empire itself, but in some of the places where they've tried to take over,
Yeah.
that's where they've probably had the most resistance.
Legra is a black hat dragonborn, right?
Yes,
Black, yeah.
Black Dragonborn, yeah. And they'll say on the eastern side of the river, there's Kingdom Alpharod. So this is where he says they're a bunch of goody two-shoes. But they seem to at least be protecting that land over there, and kind of fighting off, taking some of the banditry that's going over there. And the belief, but not proven, is that this banditry is actually coming from further north, in the northeast side of Mandor, in the kingdom of Merman, but that's far north. So it's kind of weird that they've come this far south, and that's what they want to investigate to find out: is it truly them, or is it something else?
That one's probably.
So
Sounds good.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Shall we go, Pops?
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Everyone's watching us. Are there not many dwarves and stuff around here?
there's not many. There's definitely some, but I mean, you guys would stick out, especially here at the barracks. There's more humanoids in the militia here, either humanoids or human. So without a doubt, you would stick out a little bit with the militia here, and even Synath, being an elf, would kind of stick out. But in the city, as you guys go through, you may spot a dwarf or two as you're going out, or even possibly an elf or two. But the majority of the population is human. And like I said, as you get to the outer city walls, humanoids seem to be doing most of the duties, the guard duty and such. So.
In the barracks, do they have some cafeteria or anything?
Yeah, so yeah, they have a mess hall, so you'd be able to eat and whatever, and get resupplied.
Let's go eat first. God damn it. Can't do everything on an empty stomach. So then after I eat like a pig, I like take all the apples and everything else and pour it in the bread. I throw it all in a giant bag and leave.
All right.
What you looking at, big face? I say to her when staring at me.
Yeah, because some of them will look at you, but they'll also see like a draw, you know, and they'll just kind of just let you be. So.
Alright. I'll feed an apple to Pug. Let's get out of here. This place smells like pork.
All right, so you guys head on out. You start heading north, and we are missing Mabir and Lore, but so I'm gonna just have them catch up. Well, who knows when Lore will catch up, but we should have Mabir back shortly, not tonight.
I was really missing our corporate paladin.
Yes, crazy.
They're just canceling it. Oh well. Let's go ahead.
All right, so you guys head on out. You start heading north along the Iron Road, and as I said, as you travel for that first day, pass a lot of farms, big farms, a lot of farmers out there. The majority of them are human. If you see some farmers out there, the majority of them are human, and really, so you'll travel. Actually, the next couple days with no encounter.
You wants to stop at just about every farm that has great droughts and try something.
All right, so yeah, you guys can do that. Take your time.
I built up special patrol on duty. Make sure there's no bandits threatening the farm. Oh, I sure could use something to wet the whistle while I'm doing this hard work, protecting your lands and all.
Yeah, so yeah, the farmers will go, yeah, okay, yes, sir, sure, go ahead. Here's, give you a bottle of wine, maybe give you some olives,
I love this place.
And so.
After the second day, I'll be in front of the group 60 feet.
All right. So yeah, so the first day is really with the farms and so on. So as the second day goes, that seems to now go away. And it's just really, in a sense, just you're on this road that is, believe it or not, solid road. It's made of stone, not iron, but they call it the Iron Road. But it's a well-made road, and to the east of you is the river. Pretty much, you can see the river flowing right next to you. To the west is just pure grasslands, as far as you can see, as you travel through, and. Yeah, you're not going to encounter anything. Is there anything special that you guys want to do over the next day or two on your way?
Just at night, I'll go hunting with my pups.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll and see if you.
22.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you go out hunting. And what do you come back with?
Rabbits.
Rabbits? Okay. All right. So you come back with some rabbits, feed the group.
Yeah, I give one to my kid, and then I give the other one to Goran and Murdoch.
Okay. Maddox?
Yeah, Maddox, my bad.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. So, as you the next day, as you travel, I mean, the one thing is you notice that you haven't run into anybody, no wagon caravans, nothing going down the river, like barges or boats, or no traffic at all. You haven't seen anybody.
Just down the path, take a look around my familiar out.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, your bat's out flying around a little bit. You travel for about maybe 10 miles in the morning, and you start hearing this slight off to the distance, off to the north of you. You hear what you think is a ringing bell, like maybe like church bells. But you hear that off in the distance, some distance away. You can't see.
Does it sound like church bells or like a warning bell?
It could be either or. It doesn't seem to stop. So it's just, so it could be warning. Because after you start hearing it, and you guys keep going for another mile, and the bells keep going. So it might be very well warning.
I ride faster.
Okay.
And I have my parents to stay with me.
You're gonna tell them.
It sounds like a possible alarm. I'm gonna ride up and check it out, and then I'll come back. Keep walking.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna ride ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So you ride ahead, and the sound gets louder and louder as you seem to be riding ahead, and off to the northeast, you see off a slight road that seems to break off of the iron road here. Still a good road, but it's not bricked, but it's definitely well paved. And you see a river flowing around the settlement, seems to be, which forms a moat. It seems to be contained within a wooden palisade, and beyond which you can see a windmill, a tall steeple, and the high-pitched rooftops of several other buildings that are on this palisade, in this moat. Apart from the ringing of the bell, you don't see that, at least from where you're at, distance-wise, you don't see any sorts of activity going on other than you hearing this this bell.
Is the bell coming from this town?
Yeah, that's you're assuming this must be Nightstone.
Okay, and the bell is coming from inside the town.
Yeah, inside this village here. Yeah.
I don't see any activity around.
Or a church or something where we can locate where the bell's coming from?
Yeah, he's not sure yet. What was that, Billy?
There's no activity around the town, like outside of it.
So there's nothing on the outside. So as you come up looking on this road, there does seem to be a drawbridge, and it's down. So the drawbridge is down, but you do not see any sort of activity whatsoever.
How far away from the city am I, or the village?
How far do you want to be?
Like 100 feet.
Oh, so you want to move up further down the side road here?
Yeah, and see if I can see where the bell's coming from.
Okay, so as you approach this village here, what you actually now see is there's two pieces of this village. So there's a second part that seems to have a tall tower, probably a keep, and between the keep and this village, where there is another bridge that seems to kind of go up. This bridge is broken in the middle.
And is the bell coming from the keep, or is it coming from the first part of the city?
As you see, you think there's a church. You think there's some sort of must be temple or something,
Yeah.
and that's where the bells come. The sound of the bells coming from.
Anybody running in there, or
You do, like I said, the walls. So just so you
walking
know,
too high?
the walls here are about 15 feet high, and it encloses the whole fort itself. They seem to be sharpened, and the gaps between the logs are sealed with tar. There is the palisade has stone watchtowers, which are about 20 feet tall.
Is there a tree around?
Yeah, there's trees. Yep, there's a couple trees around.
All right, I'll tell Scrumpy to go hide in the grass, and then I'm gonna go behind a tree, get off the horse, and tie it up here, and go back to the side road and wait.
Wait for the rest of the group.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so the rest of the group will catch up here. As I said, south of the village, surrounded of this moat is a cone-shaped, flat-topped hill, on which stands a stone keep enclosed by a wooden wall, and the keep overlooks. So it's higher up, overlooks the village. And as I said, there's this bridge, but it's partially collapsed in the center of the bridge.
Yeah, that one's for the keep, right?
Yes, that's
the
for
one to the
keep.
village is down.
Yep, the bridge for the village is actually down.
I think Lady Valrosa is in the keep, and her guards hopefully burned the bridge or broke the bridge down. But I think we need to move into the town and take out what's there. But there doesn't seem to be much activity.
Okay. We can
How
do.
you said there was a hill overlooking everything?
Yeah, so it's so it looks like a keep on a separate like island, its own moat itself that looks down on the village. But this keep to the village where their bridge is actually partially collapsed in the center where the water is. However, the bridge, the drawbridge to the village is down currently.
Got it. Is the keep actually on a separate piece of land that's in the river?
Yep, it's the river actually flows on both sides, so it's like an island. So it's purely a moat. Both the village and this keep are two separate islands, and and the river just the Mandor River just floats around both sides.
Got it. I see. And you can get to the drawbridge at the end of this road?
Yeah, at the end of this road is the drawbridge leading into the village.
Got it. And we don't see anything as we approach?
No activity whatsoever. There's no farmers out. There's no fishermen on the river. No horses. No cattle. Nothing. All that's going on is bells ringing in what you think is probably a church. You see, one of the buildings in the village steeple, and that's where you're sure that the noise or the bells are ringing from.
So it's not coming from the keep?
Nope, it's not coming from the keep. It's actually coming inside the village.
Okay. Any other sound?
Nope, that's it. It's just a loud, just nonstop as you guys walk 10 miles. And you're just kind of really irritated by now, probably, as you're getting closer, where the bells are just ringing nonstop.
What time of day is it?
It's morning. You guys just traveled 10 miles or about 10 miles this morning. So it's probably maybe 11 o'clock right now.
No traffic on the roads, no barges on the river.
Nothing. Nope.
No dogs barking.
No dogs barking.
Let's have a falcon, you'll fly over.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, let's just do this. Move some stuff here. Characters off.
That is an awesome mouse. Holy crap. Whoa, what did you use to make this?
So I printed it off. So I printed this off from Dungeon Master Guild, and so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very cool. What a beautiful map.
Yeah.
History check about this place.
I would say no. You wouldn't really know anything about this.
Alright, fair enough. No harm in asking.
Yep. All right. Yeah, so there's the
One square, 5 feet.
yeah, each square. Right now, I just didn't do it the whole scale, or else it would just take up so much room.
Yeah.
But yeah, so right there, and Paul, can you see this at all? Yeah. Okay, so right there is the drawbridge leading in. There's a couple of towers there, and the church bells. Let me just make sure I get the right building. Oh, Jesus.
Very cool.
Yeah, so the bells are actually coming from this building right here. This is where the ringing is coming from.
We're coming from there.
Yep, you guys, coming down this road right there. There's the drawbridge. There's the fort, the keep over there that looks down.
No funny smells in the air.
Nope, no funny smells in the air.
Suppose we make our way to the church bells first?
Yeah.
Dead bodies anywhere?
None that you see.
Nothing floating in the water?
No,
As we're moving to the city, any blood?
So what you can see, just as you guys come to the drawbridge here, it's 20 feet long, 10 feet wide, made of sturdy oak planks. Iron chains bolted to the drawbridge connect winch mechanisms to the nearby watchtowers there on each side of it there. Billy, give me a survival check.
16.
Okay, yeah, so what you pick up is, it looks like there must have been people, several dozen people, probably humans or humanoid footprints, boots, seem to probably have fled towards
We came the road.
no, well, past the road, like they actually just fled this area. You think they they seem to head probably north. As you kind of figured, track that a little bit. You also,
You mean they fled from town?
yeah, they fled from the village here and fled north.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
You also think you pick up a couple of probably what you think is maybe a dozen or two goblin footprint, and what you think are maybe some large, maybe wolf tracks too.
Alright. There's a big wolf in here. Watch out.
How
One big one.
You think there might be
Probably
two?
3. Oh, there.
You might think there might be two.
There
Two
possibly
sets.
could be 2 sets of big wolves, and so that probably means there's some baby wolves around here too.
There seems to be these watchtowers. There's 7 of them around this the village here. They're 20 feet tall, within roof closed with battlements. Each tower is wooden. There's a wooden ladder that leads probably what you think into a trap door.
Did the wolves leave? The wolves and goblins leave, Elf, or are they still here?
You think they're probably here.
They're still here. Alright, we'll sneak up on the left side, going to the church.
Oh.
Hugging the wall until we get to the church.
How's the drawbridge go up? Does it go up in the middle, or all on one side, or what?
What was that? I'm sorry.
How does the drawbridge go up? Does it go up in the middle, or all on one side, or what?
This seems to go up all on one side. There's a winch, a mechanical winch from the 2 towers, with iron. They're iron that pulls the bridge up.
And the chains are still attached?
Yep, still attached.
Are the chains taut right now?
Yeah, yep.
Alright. We better scamper across together,
Yep.
so they don't get cut off.
Let's go across the bridge.
Since that'll go up to the top of the closest tower, Bill, to see if anyone's up there ready to shoot us.
Yep, perfect. You will notice your familiar has telepathy with you, correct?
Let me double check. It is called empathy.
Empathy. Okay.
Let's look at it, give you a little word.
I cast speak with animals.
Right, yes. While your familiars within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Nope.
Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. So I'll do that. I'll push it up, and then I'll like the wards in Game of Thrones. I'll roll my eyes up and see through its eyes when it surmounts the top of the tower.
Okay, yeah, so doing so, as he flies on up in the air, he right away spots these 2 wargs that seem to be feasting on a dog in the northeast corner of the village. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be northwest?
North that way.
Just from a different perspective.
It's just a different perspective.
From your perspective, it'd be northwest.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really northeast. The way the
I got it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got it. Alright. So I will, but nothing in the immediate towers?
no, you can't. Yeah, nothing in the sense of the towers. You'll also actually spot a couple of goblins too, which are down south, running around in a farm, in basically in the fields of one of these farms, in like a garden.
Like to the right of the gate.
To the south, almost yeah, that south little garden there. That's close to the collapsed bridge.
I see. And the collapsed bridge is the one over to my right there that I'm over there. I can barely see there on the edge.
That's correct.
Alright, I'll pull a Falco back, close her up, and put him on top of the tower nearby to watch this bridge. And point us out, whisper to my friends. Orange front and left of us, and goblins front and right.
I think we probably want to kill the wolves
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, let's go kill them.
Well, and there's still the rain, just so you know too. There's still rain that's going on. So what here is in front of you?
Let's allow the rain to continue because
Yeah.
it'll disguise us killing the orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Muffle the sound and they're shrieking.
Yeah.
So this seems. You think it's a wooden temple that's for. Why can't I think of her name now? Jeez, how am I drawing a blank?
Tribella?
No,
Gondolas?
gondolas. Jeez, I just drew a blank. So you're pretty sure that this is a temple to gondolas here.
I wish
I wish
Oh.
Darth.
There's no time.
so yeah, so that's but so you guys gonna just what are you gonna do then? Head around?
Yeah.
I think we go around the west side, yeah, and try to take the wargs out and back and deal with the bell. I think we
Walk
go.
up this path.
We might as well utilize the bell and yeah, go around there.
Go right.
Okay. Let me just see. Feeling things and impede in you guys' way. So that's a great. Just so you know, you guys are going through a graveyard here. So. Yeah, what you're thinking here is this is just probably, a graveyard of
Any,
some time ago.
any graves look like they've been robbed. I guess digging started. Like how long do I think these wargs and goblins have been here?
You're not sure. You don't think they've been here that long, though. The tracks are rather fresh. Maybe just today. You think the tracks of the people, though, they've probably left a couple days ago.
Do we have a wolf with us?
We have a panther.
Panther.
Oh, that's right. I'll leave my pony in here, Bill, and tie it off in the grave once we get past the graveyard.
All right.
Nothing in here.
Nope. So yeah, so there's the graveyard. The next building over here, that large building there. You think it's probably an inn. Now you have noticed though, pointing these out as you guys walking, that and that and that. What you're noticing here, and even when you came in,
Yeah.
I should say, they're large stones, like boulders.
Somebody threw them in here.
Yes.
Catapult, maybe a giant ogre or something.
Yes.
Are they recent stones or old stones that have moss and shit on them?
No, they seem to be like recent stones, like they've been thrown in, like either thrown in, like they were saying catapulted in.
Do the walls look to be broken at
From what you've seen so far, as you guys have walked, the walls are intact.
Any of the buildings damaged?
Lobbed them all over.
Yeah, as you're approaching one building right now, there seems to be a hole in the side of the building there.
And we can see into it, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Is that why we know it's an inn?
Yes. So, yeah, you think it's an inn.
You just see a couple of goblins drinking in there.
What do you get with dark vision?
Well, yeah, it's light out right now anyway, so you're gonna pretty much have light.
I'll stealth right up next to the building. Sorry, I peeked right in there. 18 on stealth.
All right, no problem.
I have my two short swords drawn.
All right, so what you kind of come into is like the back here part of this.
I lied, I have my bow pulled up.
And let me just make sure. Sorry guys, just want to make sure. Yeah, I got that right. Okay. So this looks like maybe what is probably a kitchen or a pantry. You notice.
Just had his feet kicked up and everything. What are you doing? Scribbles out of the inn again.
And I shoot
It doesn't seem to, but you notice this. So you notice this goblin seems to be searching through the pantry here, and it looks like it's stuffing edibles into a large sack that looks just way too heavy for this goblin to carry by himself. It looks like this part here of this corner of the pantry here was destroyed by this falling rock. And most of the kitchen here, however, is undamaged. Set to the north of the wall is a stone fireplace, and the floor is covered with broken dishes and scattered utensils in here, and yeah, that's what you kind of see for right now.
Alright, I'll use my sharpshooter feat, which allows me to avoid half cover and 3/4 cover. And I'm also going to take -5 to my shot to put on 10 points of damage to my shot. And I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
That's only going to be a 9 though.
All right. So let's
Wait,
roll.
I have a question though. Since I stealthed in here, do I get advantage because I'm hidden from it?
No.
No.
Unless
that's only
you're.
rogues.
Huh?
That's only rogues.
That's only rogues. All right. So let's roll initiative because now this goblin seems to be alerted on the situation here. All right. So roll initiative, everyone. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, he'll be dead in a second. 22. That's what I was looking for last roll.
Oh, some things never change, man. 1. That's what I got. 1 on the money.
You get stuck up on him 20 years
What's that?
Damn good thing you snuck up on him, boy, here. Got the drop on him, and it's like,
I'm gonna be quiet for 2 seconds. Then he's gonna be dead.
Okay, so sign after you're what 22?
22.
All right, Maddox, you're at 1.
Yeah.
Goran, what are you?
I'm sorry.
Initiative. What is Goran?
I'm a little bit behind those guys. I was talking about Velcro for a moment. I'm a 7.
7. All right, perfect.
You're not behind.
All right, so first sign after you are up.
Yeah, that's a 24 to hit
That hits.
for 19 points of damage.
Jeez. All right, so goes right down.
See, it just took me an extra shot.
I haven't even rounded the corner yet, honestly.
All right, so you're stepping in further there.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll grab out a short sword.
Okay, so here is what she is the dining room. This here is just
Oh, the door's open?
Huh?
The door's open.
Yeah, the door is open, yeah, definitely. Look, so once again here, that it looks like, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Only 9.
No, yeah, you have no clue. Well, you do see this large rock that seems to have gone through probably the ceiling all the way to the floor here. And what you think is probably the dining room. Up above, you think is probably there's part of a bed and wardrobe. It seems to be scattered here in the dining room furniture. There are 2 smaller tables and several chairs seem to remain intact. Resting on atop of each table is an unlit oil lamp. And lying on the floor in here, you see a dead goblin with a crossbow bolt sticking out of its chest.
Alright. I'm guessing I can't
What
see
kind
that.
of building is this exactly?
You think this is probably an inn.
I see.
I'm guessing I can't see around the corner. It's the staircases.
No, yeah, you can't see that right now. Yeah, so Goran, what do you do?
Are there 4 of us or 3 of us?
There's just 3 of you right now.
I'll follow, man.
All right. And Maddox?
I'll take out the rear, yeah. I don't know.
I'll go to the dead body. Look around.
Okay. Yeah, so it's yeah, you go to the body there, it's a dead goblin. It has a crossbow bolt in it here.
That's not the one the elf just shot that I went up to?
Oh, that one. You went to that one, sorry. Yes,
Oh.
that one. Yes, yeah, that has do you use a crossbow?
No, I use an arrow.
Arrow, yeah, I thought, yeah. It uses a longbow. Let me just put another.
As an arrow through his face.
Let me just put another dead figure here so you know where that is.
Now, feel free to put as many dead goblins in the world as you want. The more the merrier. I'll search the one I went up to see if he has anything of value.
Yeah, so if you search that one there, you go to there.
Pockets, look for money bags, look for earrings, rings.
Yeah, so one you'll in the sack that Gum Gum had that contains several muffins, a block of cheese, a cooked chicken, a frying pan, an iron pot, a bullseye lantern, 2 flasks of oil, a set of cooked utensils, a jar of cloves, a jar of saffron, a dented silver jug, that looks has some value to it, and a cracked hourglass. You think it could be worth something if it can get repaired?
Gun's mystical
The
bag.
dwarf's favorite bag to find.
Yeah.
Pick that up.
Throw it on.
Alright, I'll shoot my short sword now. And I'll stealth into the room.
You just do what now?
I'll stealth into the room.
Okay.
17.
Alright.
And I'll move up to the bar. Do I see anybody behind you?
No.
You want to eat?
What?
You want to eat upstairs?
Okay, go tell your mom.
I'm not here.
Oh. What's Grandma doing?
I'm gonna have my my cat, sniff up the stairs. He has perception on
Her
his
name
smells
is
check.
down here.
Okay, yep, go ahead and make the roll.
Her name is down here.
Okay, buddy.
25.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, it will want to go upstairs.
That's 15.
Yeah, it seems that you kind of get the picture
I'm
that
not here.
He nudges up.
sniffs something and starts kind of stalking up the stairs.
This way. This one matters. Come on, Liam. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Burger.
Looks like we're following the elf upstairs board.
Alright, we'll just give him a second here.
I'll step out and grab my pony and wheel him into that little room before the doorway. Subway.
Billy's just getting Liam something.
Alright, before I step down and grab his pony by the bridle, let him into the room there before the opening leading to the staircase.
Okay.
I don't want the pony out there, so I'll lead him right there before near the doorway.
Perfect.
And then I'll secrete the newfound bag out in my saddlebag. The broken hourglass bag, in other words. That goblin have a weapon on him?
Yeah, 1 second here. Yeah, just had a short sword.
Use the door.
Just goblin. You can tell it's, just poorly quality goblin made weapon. Same with the other goblin that's laying dead with a crossbow bolt.
Buster's grabbing one.
Okay, so your panther starts heading upstairs and you guys follow along slowly.
Well, I go in front of the panther.
Oh, you go in front. Okay, so you go in front of the panther. All right, and you'll hear whoa
In the
in human voice, a female human voice. Hold on. I'm not here to cause any problems here.
We aren't either. We're here to save the city, save the village.
Now this village is beyond saving now.
Well, hopefully we can help repair it.
You can take care of all the goblins that are running amok here.
We took out one downstairs. We're about to go take out the rest. We were just checking upstairs to make sure there weren't any up there. Is anyone up there with you?
No, it's just me. And she has a light crossbow out.
Oh, so you must have been the one to take out that goblin down there.
Yeah, I did.
Is this your establishment?
No, I'm not from here. I was traveling and staying here at the inn here. when all of a sudden this massive castle from the sky came over, and these cloud giants started throwing rocks, destroying the buildings in the village here, and just started throwing all these rocks. A lot of people escaped. However, I managed not to be able to get out of here as the cloud giants came down, and they grabbed this obsidian rock that was in the center of the village and took it, and then the this cloud castle floated off, and then when the villagers left, these goblins and a couple ogres and a couple wargs came into the village, and now they've been pilfering the village, and I've been hiding up here.
How long ago was this?
The
Giants.
The Giants, it was 2 days ago.
And you don't know any information. Are you just gonna stay up here, or do you want to come help us?
Well, what do you mean help? I mean, like, are you gonna try to kill?
The wargs and goblins.
You know, there's a couple ogres.
Yeah, the ogres are pointless. We'll kill those easily. We have a dwarf with us.
So you guys are really good warriors?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, I just stay back, and shoot with my crossbow. I'm kind of good with this, but I'm not in the sense of good. I'm not a good warrior.
You were able to shoot down a goblin.
I got lucky, I think.
Brave enough for us. Just stay back in the back and support us.
Okay, yeah. So she's just so you guys get a description of her. She's human, blonde hair, probably in her late 20s. She's wearing a brown cloak, almost in a sense like what monks would wear. Monks of a certain type, maybe different religious orders. That seems to be what she's wearing. And yeah, as I said, she has a light crossbow here.
I didn't get your name.
My name is Kella.
Kella.
Yep.
Where you from, honey?
I am from. I should put my map over here. I am from a place called Goddesstead. It's in the northeast region here on Mandor. I was here I was traveling on a pilgrimage.
Coming to the church here, gondolas we saw, or what?
Yes, I was here just to I'm really on a pilgrimage, just traveling, and I was going to make one more stop after here to landfall, and then book passage back home.
So where did you say you were from?
I'm from a town called Goddesstead. It's in the northeast region of Mandor here, very far away.
Well, it's where you run into you. Come along with us, and let us have crossbow here.
What do you know about the land of Merman?
The land of what?
Merman. Merman? The dark.
Oh, there's banditry that goes on out of that area. There's also stories of werewolves and such, vampires. It's very dark up there, dangerous.
Well, let's continue on and let's go kill these wargs before we go check out the church.
Yeah, that belling, that ringing has just been non-stop for hours.
Did it just start today?
When these goblins and ogres came in here.
Not when the cloud giants came.
No. I think there's 2 of them. There's 2 ogres, 2 wargs,
They're probably using the
and
bell.
about a dozen goblins, I think.
They're probably using the bell to hide up their noise, which is funny because that's what they're doing.
Oh, let me get a miniature for her. I don't know where. I just saw them come in, but I don't know where they went. All right, so puppies. Bill, you want to give me another stealth?
Natural 20.
Oh, jeez, all right. All right, so yeah, as you come around, you see these 2 large dogs, or wargs, sorry, not dogs, wargs, and they seem to be finishing off what looks like to be a dog.
You guys want to get closer? Okay. Then once they pass the building, I'll shoot.
Actually, I have them in the wrong location.
Are they around in this gray area?
No, I just over there. Sorry.
Oh, alright, perfect.
Okay.
I'll shoot now.
Yep. Go ahead.
Both of you can up to my -5 penalty. 21 to hit
That's gonna hit.
for. I want to say 20 points. Yeah, 20 points.
Jeez. All right, still up. Put 20 on it. I think Warren, you want to take the shot too?
Shoot him right in the shoulder. Paw isn't working so well.
15 on the die, plus 3 is an 18, that looks like.
And that's gonna hit.
Boom.
Okay. And that says I do a D8 plus 1, does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what the plus 1 is for, maybe my next?
Yeah.
Alright. Here, damn you. 4 points total.
So that puts it at
24.
still up.
Damn it.
All right, so I'm gonna just keep the same initiative.
I'll set my crossbow down and I'm gonna shoot if I can.
Yeah, I'll give you that. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move the. Go ahead and move the wargs on.
Faster? Jesus.
Looks like I only winged him.
All right. Yep. So that's fine. So they both come charging up. That's on. Who's that on? That's
That's the hope. More stars for the army.
what's your AC?
18.
All right, so the first one takes a bite at you and hits, bites at your leg. I need you to go ahead and make a strength check here.
Oh, just a strength check?
Strength DC, sorry.
That's the one.
So he takes him down. He's just slip as he grabs your foot and just takes you right on down with ease. And you are going to be -7. And now the other one's going to take a bite out of you as you're on the ground now.
Yeah.
Who's down, the elf?
Yes.
No.
No.
Gannorian.
Maddox.
How did he end up in front of us?
He was off to the side of the building. So as you guys kind of came around. So. But the other one, believe it or not, misses as it snaps at you, but just misses you at there. So with that sign up, you were back on up.
He's gonna attack. Easy one.
Okay.
Gonna try to find him. 13.
13 just hits.
For 8 points.
All right, it goes down. Bites it, right in the chest. Goes down.
Good job, Scrumpy. Now I'm gonna shoot with my -5.
Okay.
It's a 13 as well.
13 just hits.
For 18 points.
Wow. All right, 18. Jeez. It's still up. It's just nice.
Nah, I'm done.
Okay. Goran, actually, she's up first. So she's going to take a shot with her crossbow. Kella is. And Kella's going to hit.
Nice shot.
I'll put another 6 on it.
That looks like it wasn't luck.
And now Goran's up.
Alright, now how's it working this game? Can I move up and draw my axe while I move up and swing with my axe or not?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you're right in front of it. It's in your face.
Alright, I'll pull my axe out and take a whack at it with my axe.
All right.
I'm gonna use it two-handed. It looks like, am I right? If I use it two-handed, I do a D10, it looks like maybe.
Yeah, yes, that's correct.
That's correct. Yep.
Right, so do I get any pluses or nothing?
From your strength, yeah.
Alright. That's only a 13 total.
That's going to hit, though. That's what you need.
That is. I'm +5 with an axe, I'm better with a crossbow. So it says a D10, does that sound right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so I have a D10. Does my strength go when it's doing it two-handed or no?
No, just the D8 goes to a D10.
Okay, so D10 plus 3, and that's only a 3 on the roll, so that's only 6, guys.
What's that put it at?
30.
30. It goes down.
Yeah.
Quick work, guys. Good job.
Very nice. Maddox is on the ground.
No.
Reach my gauntleted hand down to the Gannorian cleric and help him up.
I will get up and I will hit myself.
You alright?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I'm full health.
Yeah. Max.
That's the axe. Keep an eye out there. We need you, buddy.
So, I'll do my duty.
All right.
Without you.
Alright, let's keep moving around to the left side.
Alright, I gotta put my axe away, pick my crossbow up and redraw it. I wanna reload my crossbow and I'll summon Falcon to me. And now I'll leave Falcon on the bridge guarding the bridge.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the Panther drag the bodies behind the house right here while we're
Okay, let me
advancing.
describe that for you 1 second here. So you can see what you guys, yeah, so over here, you think there's probably somebody's farm here.
I'm trying to save my spell power in case we get into trouble.
Yeah, I'd save it for the ogres.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, it seems like this muddy fenced-in yard here, and
Look like a pig farm.
you think, yeah, probably pigs, chickens.
All of them are gone, obviously. Or laying there dead.
Yeah, they seem to be. Well, so, it seems like the coop has been open, and there might be a chicken left here, but yeah, for the most part, you think they might be running around in the village or have left the village here.
Is there an entrance to the house over on this side?
Yeah, so that there. Yeah, what you think here is probably what you think is maybe a barn.
Okay, I don't go in the barn. I leave the barn off. Unless I'm gonna listen. I guess I'll listen to the barn and see if I hear any like chuckling going on by
Okay.
goblins.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a roll.
18, 23.
Yeah, so you're gonna hear this. But you're on the opposite side. I think there's no door there. Yeah. But you definitely hear inside. Do you speak goblin?
I speak orc.
Orc.
Make some of it.
Anybody? Gore, do you speak goblin?
Hang
Or Maddox?
on.
All right. You guys can tell. You think there's probably a couple goblins in there. Seem to be laughing or whatever. You can't quite get out what they're saying. But yeah, they definitely. And you might even hear. Like horses neighing in there as well. But yeah, you definitely, and maybe even hear the pig sound and or a chicken, chicken running around. So you think there's some sort of animal petting farm going on in there or something with some
Abuse
goblins.
going on.
Is there a door on this side?
I think so. Let me just double check.
Animal control.
Yeah, so there is definitely a door right there on the road.
Is it open?
No, actually, it's closed right now.
All right. I'll move over to this side.
Are there multiple doors into this thing?
On this side, you just see this one door here on this side.
Do you want me to go check if there's another door and we hit them from both sides?
That's my thought.
All right.
I'll
Hey,
fly off my pony again, though.
Okay.
So then run off.
hey, Kelly, you want to come with me?
Sure.
All right.
She says.
And I'll whisper back. There's another door.
Is Maddox, you have a missile weapon?
No, I just play.
Why don't you open the door and I'll shoot them?
All right. So.
Open the door on 3, okay? 3.
You got the bells going. You're not going to necessarily be whispering.
I'm talking to
are you?
her. I'm not talking to them.
Oh, okay, to her. Okay, perfect. Just checking that out.
That's why I said open the door on 3.
Okay. All right.
So I know the door whenever.
Alright, no, go ahead and open it. I don't know, whatever sequence goes first.
Let's do
He'll
a
pause.
coin flip here. We'll use one of these little dice here. So one is you guys, 2 is you guys. So 1. So Synath and Kella open the door first. So you open the door, and what you see are 2 goblins. There's horses in here that seem to be stable, like the villagers must have.
That's how many horses there are?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have bought a horse.
You see, once again, a large stone through the roof of this place. However, you see 2 goblins running around and they're trying to chase down a chicken, and there's a couple little piglets running around here, and a few chickens, and they just seem to be laughing, seem to kind of be playing some sort of game.
Say in Orcish, hey idiots.
Yeah. However, yeah, they're gonna, as soon as you open the door, they stop. And so we will go right into initiative here. Synath, of course, you're still up first.
Alright, -5. Oh, that's only a 7.
7, that's gonna miss. Alright, and then Kella is gonna shoot. And she's gonna miss as well with an 11. So Gorn, that would put you up next.
I'll wait for Malix to open the door.
Alright, okay. Alright, so then the goblins, because Maddox is slow. So the 2 goblins come running at you with scimitars. And one will attack each of you there. So first, the one on Kella actually hits her for 4 points of damage. And then the one swings at you there,
17.
but misses, goes for your hand there, but misses, just swoops hard.
Back up and my kitty will take your place.
Alright, so Maddox is up.
I'll go ahead and open the door and move clank in there.
Alright.
So probably 20 feet, I think. I think there's 21.
You're scamming.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotcha.
and then Goran can come in as well. Alright, perfect. Alright, one second. Alright, so, oh yeah, so you can shoot if you want.
I can.
Yep. I'll let you shoot.
First shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't want to endanger my friends. Okay, I'll take a shot, whichever one's clearer. Yeah, no, let's see. I am only a +3, but I do have dark vision.
Yeah, that won't matter.
Yeah, 15 on the die, so 15 + 3 is 18.
That's-
the mods.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, I don't have the sight shot or anything like that. Very well. So it's a D8 + 1. Roll the 3 on the die, so that's only 4 points, guys.
Alright, so put 4 on that.
And I'll set my crossbow behind me to the side.
Alright, perfect. Alright, new round, Synath, you are up.
I drop my bow, pull out my short sword, and cast There's Mark. I'm the one in front of me.
Okay.
And I swing on him. No, actually, I cast it on the one to the left of me in front of her, and swing on the one in front of her.
What's up, buddy?
Because I'm another top anyway. It has
a
no
19.
upstairs.
What do you want?
What's up?
Oh, and then when it has on them.
Can't find what?
Can't find what?
On the top.
Your other cup?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's upstairs in your mom's room.
No,
Go find it. You
it
gotta
was
go.
not good.
It has to be upstairs, buddy.
Not up there. I told you.
I've been looking everywhere for it, and I can't find it. Even Super Wings said no.
All right. What did you roll to hit?
19
That hits.
for 17 points.
Oh, that kills it. Oh, jeez.
Hey, Billy, just so I know, Black, the digital system, how do you do so much damage? Is it high dex or what? How's it work?
Yeah, so I have a high dex, and when I'm shooting, I have a feat now that allows me to take a -5 penalty on my attack and adds 10 points to my to damage. And
Okay, like you're taking longer to aim or something?
yep, exactly. I'm pulling the string back longer. And
What's the feat? Just so.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Yeah.
And then
Right, let me just do it. I'm just curious how it works.
yeah, and then with my short sword, I cast a spell called Hunter's Mark, and it gives me a D6 extra when I hit. And then I
I don't really want to roll spoiler anyway, but I was just curious.
yeah, no problem.
No, sometimes it's good too because we might have people watching the viewers in the future that kind of want to know too. So it's always good to ask.
Man.
No idea what's happening.
Yep. No, it's good to ask.
And then my kitty will bite at it.
He's effectively using power attack. They just made it much more like
Yeah.
straightforward.
Yeah. It's a straightforward power attack. Yeah.
At 9 to hit.
All right, Goran, you are up.
I'm up.
Yep. Oh, she's gonna disengage, as you said.
There's only
She'll
one
take
up.
a shot. Yeah, there just seems to be one there.
Can I reach him with my axe or not?
Yeah, you can move up and attack. Drop your bow and go, or drop your crossbow and pull out and go ahead and.
I'll move up and try and those shield out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Billy. We move going up.
I'll go ahead and move up and just try to braid him from behind, Gotcha. Moving okay, I got 215s, and let's see what's next. I take a swing. 17 on the roll.
That hits.
Yeah, so that's a 22. So I guess a D10 plus 3 since I'm not using shield, correct?
Correct.
Alright. Where's my D2? Nice, if I can roll a little higher. There we go. Can't roll high on the damage, it seems, so. And that's no exception. That's a 1, so 4 points.
All right, 4.
Roll a 1 on the damage there, guys.
All right, and Kella's also going to shoot with her crossbow, and she's going to hit it for another 4. Can you put him at 8 then? I'm still up. And the goblin here.
We'll do as much as the elf does in one shot.
1, 2, 3. So the goblin turns, and because there's a dwarf there, and takes a is going to take a swing on Goran there.
Absolutely.
What's your AC?
Only a 14 go up.
Oh, just hit you. This comes and stabs down into your right foot with his short sword, and
One second. Just as he's starting about to hit my foot, I go, no, there you go, and throw a shield spell on.
all right, very nice.
Do I have to do anything?
With shield, what does that do? It does
Yeah, like a +5.
7 plus 5.
to your AC, right? Then it's gonna miss. Yep, as it tries to go down to hit your right foot, stabbing your right foot, it basically just misses and stabs right into the dirt there.
I just got blue light that kind of covers my leg.
Also, look up your abjuration school, because I remember you're a specialist, so I think you get temp HP whenever you use abjuration spells.
I do.
However, from behind, up above, this goblin with a short bow shoots Goran right in the back.
I think the +5 still applies, but just letting you know, I'm sure I gotta get anyway.
Yeah, this is a crit. Ooh. So you are going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay, that's sucked up in temporary hit points.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of a greenish white light that takes the damage first.
And then another arrow comes flying down from another goblin up above in the loft and hits you again.
I'm at 19 right now.
And that would be, then he does get through though, for 4 points of damage.
Alright, that's absorbed too. But now let's see, so I took 6 and 4 right now?
Yeah, it'd be a total of 10.
Alright, so I only have 2 temporary hit points left. If you guys want to put a marker on there. I had 12, so I'm down to 2.
What's that? Your
Perfect.
movement's not restricted. What did he say?
He's just down to, he's 2 temp points left. Alright, so yeah, Synath, as you see these 2 arrows come fly from the loft above, there's 2 goblins shooting behind a couple of haystacks up above on the 2nd level of this loft here. In fact, I can just put it out here. One sec.
You gonna sit in that chair?
Huh?
Sit in that chair.
don't.
Here, hold on, put the tablet.
Huh?
Pull that chair out.
Huh?
Pull the chair out behind you, bro. Yes, you can, bro. Yeah, I know what you are, I know how strong you are. Stop right there, that's fine. Sit right there. Now be quiet. Let's watch this.
Alright, so Maddox, you are up.
Put
Yeah,
it down here.
Conrad, thanks for the reminder about the
Oh,
Yeah, no problem. See if I can change all that. Got 2 combos today. 9, I'll miss.
That's gonna miss.
Hold on.
Alright, so new round, Synath, you are up.
I drop my short sword and string another arrow. Pull it back. Put my hunter's mark on this one.
Okay.
I'm not shooting. I'm not taking a -5 this time.
Okay.
That's a 15.
15 just hits him.
I avoid all cover, by the way. Except
Oh, okay, then you
except for full cover.
Okay.
12 points of damage.
Alright, he goes down.
yeah.
Alright, and then
So he's gonna take an attack at you?
Yep.
Alright.
cool.
So he's gonna take a stab at you as you're going by him.
I should just wait until my dog kills him.
What's your AC?
17.
He misses. Swings in the air as you try and go by and misses.
Now my dog will bite him. My kitty cat.
Panther.
That's a 21
21 hits.
for 5 points of damage.
Goes down.
Yep.
Alright, that's Synath. Goran, you are up.
You want to see anything?
If you look behind, you're gonna see a goblin up above on the loft here. That has one of the short bows, hiding kind of behind a hay bale up there.
So like one of them?
Yeah, because Synath just shot one, the other one, and went down, and then Synath is running to the ladder to go up the wooden ladder to up the loft.
Alright, well, because I'm kind of grumpy
All right.
I thought we said we were saving magic.
Projectiles, you little fucker. Here's back at ya. And your mammy too. Be healed on the damage again. Looks like that's gonna be 9 points.
9 points is good enough to take down this goblin. Right in its chest. It goes just right down, collapses down on the ground there.
Three missiles come out, bluish missiles. Most alive go hit him in the chest and head.
Perfect. Very nice. Very cool.
You little bastard.
All right, Maddox, what do you do?
I'm gonna go check. Peek out there, look around.
Where we put this?
Gonna hide around the corner there and peek out the back of the back barn door, looking around.
Okay, no problem. We can come out of rounds now. Yeah, so the barn here, it's a dirt floor. There's 5.
Ouch.
Hey, gotta be quiet, buddy.
Ouch.
We know what you said.
We know what you said, but you gotta be quiet. All right, so, excuse me, I did a drink of water after. We have our own little goblin that's joined us for the remaining part of the session here.
I hear him. Just keep away from the short ones.
Yeah.
One side is shot through the sky.
So the barn here has a dirt floor. There's 5 draft horses and 5 riding horses that are in the stalls here. Hanging on the walls, there's bits, brittles, leather saddles. There's 2 wooden ladders, allow easy access up to the hayloft here. If you search the goblins here, the couple that are up above, you'll find that each of them have a copper piece, and one has a sack containing a wooden box engraved with a symbol of a lion shield on it, like with the shield of the lion on it. The box is up above on one of the goblins in the sack. Yeah, and also in this box there are 10 silver darts. The goblins below here. Yeah, this was really cool, and I'll make sure that I give credit to the guy that did this, made the design, took it from the book, and put it out here on Dungeon Masters Guild. So I'll make sure I copy that out there. You'll also find these 2 down here. You'll find a total of 10 copper pieces. 10 more. Yeah, 12 total.
Kella, thank you. You've done more than we've asked. If you wish to leave now, you can take one of these riding horses and get out of here. If not, we'd love for you to continue with us.
She says, you know what, I think what I'll do then is, I think I'm just going to go back to the inn and wait it out a little bit, because I don't know what's in this church, and I don't want to get shot riding out of here or something.
Yeah, understandable.
From, if something's up there in the temple tower or something.
I don't know, I kind of like your company, Messi. Why don't you stay here? I think this barn is a good headquarters till we go to the town. It's permanent safe and it's got a lock one can hide out. So I vote we retrieve my pony and hang out in the barn until it's time to continue to clear things.
Yeah, I'm fine staying with you as well. I mean, I feel I would either want to stay with you and back you all up, or as I said, go back to the inn. But I agree with you, my friend, that this might be, you know, a good place to headquarter out of, if you want to use that word.
Yeah, why don't you stay with us? I'm partial to Corbin women, of course, but I like good friendships. And you seem solid and commonsensical. Why don't you grab my pony quickly and come back in, and we'll keep you know, we'll hang out together as long as it takes to get us all safe home.
Sure. Yep. So she'll go and grab the pony and come into the barn door and then close the barn door behind her. All right. I think actually this might be a good place for us to stop for the evening. And then regroup and start up in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So and then we'll have and I'll put we'll just put my beer with the group then too. So all right. So I am going to sign out really quick online. For those that will be watching this in the future, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I should come on camera. We're a growing channel, trying to get bigger, and pass the word here. And we will be back. Like I said, I just did not write the artist who did this map, and I'll definitely give him credit down below in the doobly-doo. So you can go out there on Dungeon Masters Guild if you want and print off this beautiful map yourself in color. So with that, sign out. Remember, it's cool to be a geek. Pass it on.